I'm Don Berryhill, the laser coach, and I'm in Irvine, California today at Numedica Aesthetic Institute. And today we're going to look at the MediRaf, which is a RF microneedle system. And Gigi, who's the manager of the clinic, is going to tell us about it. So Gigi, what do you got here?
Sure, John, this is a RF microneedling system, an 80 watt, goes up to 3 millimeters. The thing that I like about this one is most of the competitors, it's single faceted. Right. It's only the RF microneedling. This has 3 different heads. We have a cooling head, we have a fractionated RF head for tightening, and I can actually use this prior to using the microneedling device to decrease the impedance zone so I can have a more effective result. And then I can take the RF microneedling handpiece with the LED on it as well to use it after, or do each one singly.
So the LED is built into that handpiece?
It is. So if I go to the microneedling here, and here I can have my power, my intensity. Right here is my interval, my active pulse, and my depth, and it goes all the way up to 3 millimeters. So if I go up on these, I can go all the way up to 3 millimeters.
Okay, so easy to use interface. So what's the advantage of having the LED on the RF microneedle handpiece?
So with this, it's actually a nice little piece. We all know what LED does, increasing blood flow. But more important on this is the thermal coagulation zones that we're creating. And the extra heat here with doing this prayer is actually the really home run for it.
Okay,
so if
great.
I show you 2, if I've got it on 3, and if you can see that those needles go up like an elevator, really nice and smooth, which decreases the pain. Some of the competitors have what they call a hammer technology, which really kind of gets painful.
Stamping. It's almost like being stapled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so on a bony prominence of the forehead, it's a little bit more painful.
Got a little zing to it.
Also, these needles are 3/4 coated needles.
Right, which
so
is really important.
The last quarter of it exactly is where the energy is exposed, which gives you less chance of accidents happening with heat displaced in the wrong area where we don't want it epidermally or superficial.
Right, right.
So,
and they're not hot when they come out,
exactly,
where they could burn the skin,
exactly,
which is very important.
Yes.
So then you have a cooling handpiece here. So you use that after the treatment.
So you can use that after the treatment. You can use just as a standalone, as like a cryo, without even having to do it.
Right.
So we use that too.
And then the other handpiece, would you call that a sublative? Could you use that as a standalone treatment without the needles?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we can use this for tightening.
Right.
It's a sublative fractionated handpiece. You can see it's right here, bipolar. So same thing, you can use it as a standalone for tightening.
So it's almost 3 devices in one, which is great. I haven't seen any with the cooling on it especially, and it's so nice having all that together.
Right. Most of the competitors, like I said, are only single faceted, and it's only the RF microneedling. I have 3 different little combinations or standalones.
Well, RF microneedles have become really popular recently, and it's almost a must-have for any office like this. So what's your return on investment like with this?
So with this one, Don, like you said, I've got 3 different or combination, but I also combine this with my others. I combine it with CO2, I combine it with IPLs, I combine it with YAGs. So it's opened a menu, a much bigger ROI, because I now have all these different combinations, or single, or all
you can
put
offer
together.
those combinations,
so I can,
different packages.
Exactly, different packages.
What about cost of ownership and disposables on this?
We are much less expensive than the average. They go up, some of the consumables from competitors, up to 75 to 100, and we're a quarter or half than the competitors.
Right, right. Gigi, so if I'm a practitioner and I'm trying to decide on a RF microneedle system to buy, why would I get this one? What would you say?
So some of the competitors have a 50 watt, a 70 watt. This is an 80 watt, and power-wise, it gives a very effective treatment. Submental, neck, chest, face, knees, so all of the areas that are troublesome. This is a great stackable as well, because like you said, you can do both, and
multiple
you can get
modalities,
and you can get an excellent result. It's got a little bit more kick in it with it being the 80 watt.
Right. Gigi, I want to thank you for taking the time today to tell us about the MediRaf device. It looks like a great system.
It is, and you are so welcome.